3-for-1 principle, as we'd shared, really is a number of different natural laws all combined together. And to really get 3 hours back for every hour that we invest, we need to understand and master these natural laws. And when we understand and master these natural laws, that's when we start to see the payback of the time, where we're gaining more time into the future. And the first natural law is the 5 H's. And the first H is hope. The second is hope, head, heart, hands, and then helping other people. So with the hope, if you and I don't have the hope, like what Napoleon Hill shares, whatever the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve, if we don't have the hope, so if, when people first hear, it's amazing because we've discovered in over 21 years, we've discovered over 120 natural laws that govern business, life, relationships, people, systems, all kinds of things. And this is the one that seems to be the hardest for people to believe in. They're like, well, that's impossible. You can't gain more than 24 hours in the day. But think about it. I mean, somebody like Bill Gates, does he have 24 hours in a day? Well, he can come up with an idea and he can take people's time, people's resources, and he can leverage those to expand himself. And so the first one is the hope. If you don't believe, like Henry Ford said, if you believe you can or you believe you can't, either way, you're right. And so if you believe you can get 3 hours back for every hour you put in, if you believe that you can actually get an additional 20 hours a week, then you can do it. And if you believe you can't, well, then you won't be able to do it. So the first is hope. The second is head knowledge. Now, we can have all the hope in the world. Oh, it's not about motivation. I'm so excited I can do it. You can have all the hope in the world to be a brain surgeon, but if you don't have the second H, the head knowledge, you're not going to be a brain surgeon. You can have all the hope in the world that you're going to have an additional 20 hours a week, but without the head knowledge on how to do that, it's not going to happen. The third, you can have the hope in the head. The third is the heart. And the heart is the essence, your vision, like the vision projects. So, it got word back to the, leaders that, hey, there's somebody in the network that, he got 20 extra hours a week he doesn't know what to do with. What if he shared that with everybody? And so the vision project, what is my vision? What drives me to have an additional 20 extra hours a week in addition to my amazing wife of 27 years and my amazing 7 kids? My life vision, what I believe that God put me on this planet to do, is to touch every single person in the world, one person at a time, make a huge difference in every aspect of their life in a fun and exciting way. Yes, that's right, it's 7 billion people. But I believe that I can do that. And so your heart, there's times that we have to make sacrifices in the short term to give up hours, to gain hours in the long term. So when we feel like quitting, when we feel like taking the easy route, and so getting an additional 20 hours a week is not the easy route. It's the hard one. But it's worth it. So that's the third H. It's great to have the hope, the head, and the heart, but the fourth H is the hands. It's actually doing the work. It's actually taking the action, if you're in business, to be able to put systems in place to be able to reproduce yourself. We'll learn a little later about the 5 time management freedom fighters. So there's 6 ways we can do something. We can do the work ourselves, or we can apply the 5 time management freedom fighters, which is delegate, systematize, contract out, hire someone, or partner with someone. If we do any one of those 5 things with our hands, we gain more time. So if we don't take action and follow through with what we know we should be doing, well, we're not going to gain additional time. So that's the fourth H. And so you can have all four of the H's: hope, head, heart, hands. The fifth one, though, is the magical one. And that's helping other people. And, when the Vision Project approached me and said, hey, Mark, would you mind sharing? And I said, absolutely, I'd love to do that. Why? Well, part of it's, I think, the vision, no question about it. But part of it, there is a selfishness, because I know that as I share with others, they're going to share with me. And you have some ideas, you have some thoughts, you might have another H, or you might have, some other thought that will help to fine tune it, because, well, maybe not right now, I'm going after 30 hours in extra time, or maybe, after that 40 hours of extra time. When we learn to do something ourselves, we gain a certain level of proficiency. But when we help other people, that's when we gain freedom and deep masteries. And so remember those 5 H's, start practicing those. Hope, the belief that you will have 20 extra hours a week. It may not be today, may not be tomorrow, but it will be some point in the near future if we apply the natural laws properly. Hope, head, let's make sure we understand. Heart, get involved in the Vision Project, because it's amazing to discover your own vision, have clarity on what that is, and then connect your vision with other people's vision. You bring all of that together. Together we can truly accomplish so much more than we ever could on our own. Hands, do it. Let's take action and do it. And then the wonderful gift, not so much to other people, but to myself, to help other people. Have an amazing day.